Durocrete is a leading material testing and geoengineering company in India, accredited by NABL since the year 2006. We at Durocrete have always endeavored to enhance the knowledge and understanding of construction materials of construction professionals. So we are launching a knowledge series in form of YouTube channel and a technical bulletin.
Greetings from Durocrete. As we all know, moisture correction is the most important step before starting any batching operation. In many cases, moisture correction not being done properly is one of the most common reasons for failure in concrete. High grade mixes are specially sensitive to water cement ratio, and therefore moisture correction is very critical. In this presentation, we are going to learn about the correct procedure for moisture correction. We all know that water cement ratio governs the strength of concrete as given by the Abraham's law. But this water cement ratio is disturbed by presence or absence of moisture in aggregates. Dry aggregates absorb free water and hence reduce the water cement ratio, and wet aggregates release extra water and increase the water cement ratio. Mixed design always gives water to be added based on saturated surface dry condition or SSD condition. In reality, aggregates are never in SSD condition. They are always either wet or dry. So water added needs to be corrected for presence or absence of moisture in aggregates. When aggregates are dry, additional water needs to be added to compensate the water being absorbed by the aggregates. And when aggregates are wet, less water is added as water surface moisture of aggregates adds to the water content. Let us look at some definitions. Total moisture. It is the moisture lost when aggregate is heated to bone dry condition. Total moisture is found by keeping aggregates in ventilated oven for 24 hours. Aggregate absorption. It is the moisture absorbed by bone dry aggregates to come to SSD condition. Aggregate absorption is a material property and will not change for a given set of aggregates. Whereas total moisture of particular aggregates will always vary as per climate. The moisture condition of aggregates can be judged from total moisture and aggregate absorption. When total moisture is greater than aggregate absorption, aggregates are moist or wet. While when the total moisture is less than aggregate absorption, aggregate is dry. And when total moisture is exactly equal to aggregate absorption, the aggregate is in SSD condition. Let us look at this diagram. The first diagram of moist aggregate particle. You see it is saturated from inside and having surface water on it. When it is heated, it comes to SSD condition, where it is saturated from inside, but the surface is dry. When it is heated further, some moisture evaporates and it has got very little moisture present in it and it is in dry condition. In this case, it is going to absorb water from outside. And when it is heated further, all the moisture disappears and it is in bone dry condition. Now, difference between SSD condition and bone dry condition is the aggregate absorption or capacity of aggregates to absorb water to come to SSD condition. And difference between the moist condition and SSD condition will give you the surface water that is present in the aggregates. If you look at this example, in the first case, the total moisture is 4.5%, aggregate absorption is 2%, difference between the two is 2.5%. So the aggregate is moist. You have got 2.5% of excess moisture over and above the aggregate absorption. Second case, total moisture is 2%, and exactly equal to aggregate absorption, so it is SSD condition. In third case, the total moisture is 1% and aggregate absorption is 2%. So difference between the two is 1%, so it is in dry condition. And in last case, the total moisture is 0, that therefore it is in bone dry condition. And you will see that aggregate absorption being a material property remains same, whereas the total moisture is changing in all these cases. So whenever we are adding water to the concrete, we have to correct it for the presence or absence of moisture in aggregates. So water correction is defined as total moisture minus aggregate absorption. And free water to be added is defined as water as per mix design minus water correction. Let us take an example. We have cement equal to 350 kgs per cubic meter, water cement ratio of 0.5, water is 175 kgs, fine aggregate is 900 kgs, coarse aggregate is of 10 mm is 300 kgs, and 20 mm coarse aggregate is 800 kgs per cubic meter. Now net water correction in percentage will be fine aggregate total moisture is 4.5% and aggregate absorption is 1.8%. So the difference is 2.7%. So you have 2.7% excess water present and condition of fine aggregate is moist. Whereas in 10 mm aggregate, the total moisture is 1.2%, whereas its aggregate absorption or capacity to absorb water till SSD condition is 2.2%. So there is a deficit of 1% and it is in dry condition. And in 20 mm, the difference is 1.5%. So minus 1.5%. So it will absorb 1.5% of water from surroundings and it is in dry condition. So when we calculate the water correction, fine aggregate, it is excess water of 2.7% over SSD condition on a weight of 900 kgs. So it is going to add 24 liters of water to the system. Whereas 10 mm, it is minus 1%. So it is 1% less than SSD condition and weight of 300 kgs. So it is going to absorb 3 liters of water from the system. And similarly, 20 mm aggregate being minus 1.5% total moisture on a weight of 800 kgs. So it is going to absorb 12 liters of water from the system. So overall, we are finding that total 9 liters of excess water is added as a result of fine aggregates and coarse aggregates. So we need to make a correction for that. So water to be added is equal to water as per mix design minus water correction. So which is 175 liters minus 9 liters, that is excess added through aggregates, surface moisture of aggregates. So we add only 166 liters of water instead of 175 liters. Example 2, fine aggregate, the total moisture is 2.4% and aggregate absorption is 1.8%. So we have 0.6% excess moisture over and above SSD condition present, whereas 10 mm aggregate, the total moisture is 1.4% and aggregate absorption is 2.2%. So difference is 0.8%. So it will absorb 0.8% from the surroundings and 20 mm aggregate will absorb 1.3% from the surroundings. So when we calculate the water correction, in case of fine aggregates, it is plus 0.6% into its own weight of 900 kgs, which is equal to 5.4 liters excess water being added. And 10 mm, it is minus 0.8 liter, 0.8% of 300 kgs, so it will absorb 2.4 liters. And 220 mm with minus 1.3% because it is dry of its own weight of 800 kgs, it will absorb minus 10.4 liters. It will absorb this water. So if we sum up all this, the total water absorbed is 7.4 liters. So total correction is minus 7.4 liters. So whenever we add 175 liters, out of which 7.4 liters is going to be absorbed by the overall aggregates. So we have to compensate for it. So water to be added is 175 minus 7.4 liters, which is equal to 175 plus 7.44 liters. So we totally add 182.4 liters of water. So whenever there is a net moisture present in aggregates, we are going to add less water, and when the aggregates are dry, we are going to add extra water to compensate for aggregate absorption. Let us look at the method of finding total moisture in aggregates. Total moisture is ideally found by making aggregates completely bone dry and finding the loss in weight as a percentage. Aggregates can be made bone dry by keeping them in a ventilated oven for 24 hours. And aggregates are considered bone dry when sample stops losing weight on additional heating. The minimum weight to be taken is 200 grams for fine aggregate and 500 grams for coarse aggregate. If oven is not available, then total moisture also can be found by heating 200 grams of fine aggregate on a simple electric stove for 10 to 15 minutes. Just as an example of finding total moisture on an electric stove, take 200 grams of sand or fine aggregate and start heating it. After 5 minutes, we find that the total weight is 192 grams. After 10 minutes, it is 190 grams. And after 15 minutes, it remains as 190 grams. So after 10 minutes, we find that the weight has become constant. So it has reached its bone dry condition. So difference between 200 and 190 divided by 190 is 5.2%. So total moisture present is 5.2%. We can also find the total moisture in aggregates with a ventilated oven at the plant. But the problem often happens that you cannot, wait for 24 hours, as moisture correction is to be done daily, and overnight within 24 hours the moisture percentage in aggregates can change. So you need a quicker method of finding the total moisture. So the method can be as follows. Take 200 grams of fine aggregate and 500 grams of coarse aggregate. Keep in ventilated oven. Remove the sample after 2 hours and weigh. And then again keep it, and after 24 hours you can weigh it again. So here we find that in case of fine aggregates, 200 grams becomes after 2 hours 192 grams. On further heating becomes 189 grams. So at 2 hours the moisture is 4.1%. Calculated moisture is 4.1%. And after 24 hours the moisture is calculated as 5.8%. So 5.8 divided by 4.1 is 1.4%. So you can find the total moisture by finding the moisture after 2 hours, which is 4.1%, and multiplying it by 1.41. Similarly, for coarse aggregates, you take 500 grams, heat it after 2 hours in ventilated oven, it becomes 495. Then after 24 hours, it is 490. So moisture percentage after 2 hours is 1%, whereas after 24 hours it is 2%. So the factor you calculate is 2. So you can calculate the total moisture at 2 hours by finding the moisture at 2 hours and multiplying it by a factor of 2. We also need to judge moisture based on the climate conditions, especially coarse aggregates. So for coarse aggregates, in summer, when the condition is very dry condition, you can assume the total moisture approximately equal to 25% of the aggregate absorption. As an example, if the aggregate absorption is 2, the total moisture will be 0.5%. In winter, when the aggregates are in dry condition, you can assume that total moisture is equal to 50% of aggregate absorption. So if the aggregate absorption is 2%, the total moisture will be 1%. And in monsoon, when the aggregates are moist, you can assume them in SSD condition, that is aggregate absorption equal to total moisture. Of course, this method is only to get a right judgment, and the correct method is to find it by actually heating it, on a ventilated oven. So in conclusion, the moisture correction directly affects the water cement ratio and strength of concrete. And incorrect moisture correction also changes the workability, resulting in highly stiff mixes or segregation. So moisture correction has to be done every day before starting the batching operation, and sometimes in monsoon season, multiple times in a day. And one of the best methods to get an idea whether moisture correction is done correctly or not is slump control. If your aggregate quality has not changed, that is the sources are same, if your admixture and cement are the same, then you can judge that moisture correction has been done correctly by finding that the workability of the mix is exactly or is close to the one given in the mix design. So friends, hope you will do this moisture correction every day and avoid any chances of failure. Thank you.
Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and knowledge series to get the latest updates on construction problems, their solutions, and best practices. Thank you.